like your CHILDRE and can spell. They went to Notre Dame and a whole bunch of other schools.
Wait a minute, now come on, when can I speak?
How about we'll let them speak and then we'll open the floor.
Yeah! Alright, Allison, sit down.
Whoa! Whoa!
Allison, sit down.
Wow!
How about sit down, please?
Well, that's about 5 sessions in therapy right there.
I think I can do it in 4.
You could.
That's like the way you used to talk to Mr. Bomford on the phone, remember?
That's right.
I have a story.
Poor Liz will never get over it. Oh my God, you talk to Mr. Bomford like that? Poor Liz has been traumatized her whole life.
To say my wife has suffered.
I had dinner with him, I can guarantee it.
Okay. So let's begin by saying thank you, 1,000 thank yous for, first of all, for everybody for coming, for our good friends for coming, for our relatives for coming, but a special thank you for our children. I mean, you get welled up sitting here listening to your children do that, honoring you. God bless them, each one of them, in a special way. They were all special to us. Each is precious. And, but when I reflected on coming here 40 years, I said, the real thank you I have here in 40 years is for Marion, my wife.
Hey! Marion, God bless you.
Hey, it's unbelievable that man's a judge.
He's right. He's right.
It is unbelievable.
No, he made me painful. I was first to admit it.
I know, that's what I'm echoing.
So I think this night is about it's about thank yous for all the blessings we have, but it's especially about thank yous to Marion. And I had 2 thoughts, simplistically, to say to you. Marion gave me a gift, and Father Donald blessed it. It's a gift of the miraculous medal. That's what she gave me for our 40th wedding anniversary. And why is that so consistent with her whole life and our life and her life that she received, especially from her mom, was the faith that she passed on. I think this is a story of faith. And her story of faith comes from a real faith, and especially through faith in Mary. And maybe that's why that whole thing about Domer's Notre Dame becomes such a big thing, because it's just a natural follow-through. But the children will remember this. If I bring out this rosary, which we got at Lourdes, how many times in the family did we sit down and Marion insisted we pray the rosary, much to the dismay of everybody else, myself included. And I could tell you that the children weren't far behind me in terms of saying, this is a good thing to do. But yet we go all the way to our weddings, and we now have the tradition of the rosary and pizza night. And I think of this with Marion and James, and I think of, because he died 2 weeks before Joe, of Brother Andrew O'Gara arriving an hour and a half before pizza and a rosary night, saying, your father told me the wrong time and stayed for 5-6 hours because pizza and a rosary became more important, but the rosary was an important part of what Marion instilled in our children. And you kind of got that. I don't say kind of, that's terrible. You got that from the way the children honored us tonight. She instilled, and it was passed down from her mom, and you know, Marion's brothers who are here all remember that. Her mother, with that great Lithuanian faith, was a woman of great faith. She passed it on to Marion. Marion passed it on to our own children, to us. We experienced that through the rosary. How many times did we, and David sat and held and squeezed his sister's hands and tortured them while we were trying to pray the rosary seriously. Meanwhile, he's torturing them. But that's part of the faith experience.
Didn't think so. Never.
He admits it.
So, whether it's this miraculous medal or this rosary, what our marriage and our family and our life is first and foremost a life of faith. And especially for Marion, I would honor her as my wife, my friend, my companion, my best friend, who tolerated me through good and through bad, through all the things we had to suffer and endure, but through all the joys, including tonight. I honor her for her faith, and we're just grateful. And we're grateful that our children took the time especially to honor us, because as Father Donald said so well, how great it is when your children honor you in your own faith. So, thank you. God bless you.
And I would just like to say that I'm so grateful, so thankful. You don't lead a life like we've been able to lead without the support of my husband, who is so faith-filled, and I'm really nothing in comparison to him and to the way he seeks God every day, and just looks to him for support and wisdom. But reflecting back on our 40 years, I'm just thankful that Bernie and I were able to weather the tough times, because as anybody knows, we're not given a rose garden. We're never promised a rose garden.
I thought I was pretty close.
Nobody gets an easy life, and yet I know that through our faith in Jesus and in our love for each other, you know, everything just was able to work out okay, and we were fine, and we didn't have easy times all the time, but we had beautiful times. And to be able to stand here tonight and just say thank you, thank you, thank you to all the berries, to all our friends, to all our friends, to all our family, to all our children. It's just like amazing. To me, it's just absolutely amazing, and I'm just so thankful. And we, you know, our children called us in Florida and said, you know, we would like to do this for you, and we're like, that, you know, we're just very overwhelmed. We just didn't know what to say, but they did ask us to, you know, have a little input in the music and whatever, and our whole theme was just thankfulness. We're just so blessed, and Bernie mentioned my mom, and I can remember going to novenas with my mom when I was just so young, and just feeling the touch of Mary in my life, and just experiencing that throughout my whole life. And I'm just so thankful for her love, for my parents' love, for my brothers being here, and you know, and Anita and Betty and just Maureen. It's just amazing. It's just, and all our friends. It's just, just fabulous.
Marines upset you mid-laugh.
It's just, and our children, everybody. It's just, it's overwhelming. It's really overwhelming. And I'm not as well spoken as Bertie, but you know what I say it from my heart. And I'm just so thankful and so grateful for everybody being here and all the support and love that we have received from every single person in this room is just awesome. It's just amazing. So thank you very much. Thank you for being here. And every single person here.